Constitution and the law is substantiated. In respect of Langa Flats and the lease agreements, the city has not been able to sign lease agreements with all residents of Langa Flats. The inability to sign lease agreements with residents impedes the duty by the state to put legislative and other measures in place to progressively realize the right of access to adequate housing as envisaged in Section 26, subsection 2 of the Constitution and Item 3.3.2 of the City of Cape Town Metropolitan Municipality Allocation Policy, Housing Opportunities of 2022. The city's inability to sign lease agreements with Langa Flats residents is in contravention of the Rental Housing Act, which requires written lease agreements and undermines residents' security of tenure protected under Section 26 of the Constitution, exposing residents to uncertainty, dispute, and vulnerability to arbitrary eviction while depriving the city of enforceable mechanisms for rental collection, maintenance obligations, and lawful enforcement of tenancy terms. Structural housing defects and common areas and fire safety equipment. The city has not been able to fully repair the sewer infrastructure at Langa Flats. Fire rails and cracked housing unit walls. Common areas are still untidy, violating the residents' right to an environment that is harmful to their well-being as envisaged in Section 24A of the Constitution, rather that is not harmful to their well-being as the Constitution requires, as well as the city's water and sanitation policy of 2023. The failure by the city to repair and maintain fire safety equipment has a direct bearing on the constitutional rights to life, dignity, and adequate housing under Sections 11, 10, and 26 of the Constitution. Section 73, subsection 1A of the Municipal Systems Act 2000 reinforces this imperative by requiring that municipal services be provided in a manner that is equitable and sustainable. While Section 156, subsection 1 of the Constitution empowers municipalities with both the authority and responsibility to enforce bylaws that secure safe working conditions for contractors and protect critical infrastructure. The city's sustained failure to restore functional fire hose rails and extinguishers, despite multiple commitments, violates Section 152, subsection 1D of the Constitution and exposes residents to life-threatening risks that could be mitigated through reasonable alternative delivery approaches within the municipality's constitutional and statutory powers. Regarding SST Marikana, access to water, the city has not provided residents of SST Marikana with access to adequate water in violation of Section 27, subsection 1B of the Constitution, which guarantees the right of access to sufficient water and undermines the rights of local communities in terms of Section 5 of the Municipal Systems Act to receive services from the municipality. The city's failure to provide residents of SST Marikana with access to adequate water reflects on non-compliance with the duties imposed on municipal administration under Section 6, 73, 76, and 79 of the Municipal Systems Act, which requires municipalities to provide basic municipal services impartially, fairly, equitably, and without bias.